My friend Kofi was telling me about the financial hardships he's going through now that he's retired. It's so sad. He worked so hard for over 30 years, only to now receive a mandatory pension of less than 700 Ghana cedis a month. To make it worse, he kept his earnings in a savings account that was earning him little to no interest, instead of a proper investment account with a reputable and trusted asset management company such as InvestCorp, which I did. At 60 plus, he now lives on the miserly contribution of his children for his daily necessities. So I ask you, have you thought about life in retirement? If not, take a minute to do so and take the right steps. You can start a personal pension plan as low as 100 Ghana cedis per month. Think happy retirement, think InvestCorp.
Welcome to Investment 201 with InvestCorp. So why choose a mutual fund? The decision to invest comes with some serious thought process. Once you start, you may from time to time check to see if you are making money. You might ask yourself if you could have better opportunities for growth if you had invested in something else. It is a lot of work, and that is why a professional fund manager is key. When you invest in a mutual fund, it gives you the opportunity to enjoy the services of a professional fund manager who is able to devote much more time, technical expertise, and necessary market information to allocate your funds for competitive returns to increase the overall investment return for you, the investor. Diversification and safety. The beauty of investing in a mutual fund is that you get instant access to investment in different asset classes, which helps you reduce your risk and exposure to just one security. This is because mutual funds have exposure limits to ensure that the fund is well diversified to protect the funds of the shareholder at all times. Flexibility. Mutual funds offers you, the investor, the opportunity to regularly top up your investment. It gives you the opportunity to comfortably set aside any amount to invest, usually on a monthly basis or even at random. It should be an amount that you can let go and still afford your needs for the month. That is the extra 100 cedis, 200 cedis, 500 cedis that you might end up spending without you noticing it. The key advantage here is this. Through mutual funds, a little discipline and commitment will enable you to accumulate wealth by parting with small sums of money over a period of time. Liquidity. As an investor, whenever you want to take the decision to invest, ask yourself, how easy will it be for you to cash out from this investment? Mutual funds gives you the opportunity to redeem your funds when the need arises. Mutual funds are open-ended, hence you can make a redemption request and get paid within a specified period of time. The type of mutual fund you've invested in will determine the interval within which you'll be paid, but largely mutual funds pay out clients within 1 to 5 working days. You may not enjoy this when you invest in a security that locks your money for, say, a year. This brings us to the end of Investment 201 with InvestCorp. See you next time.
Sincere appreciation for tuning in to learn more on your financial educational platform of InvestCorp Asset Management we are calling Investment Clinic. My name is Harrison Ahoba and I am your host. I'm directly responsible for sales and distribution at InvestCorp, an asset management firm located in Accra, precisely North Jolu, behind Fiesta Royal Hotel. So today you're asking ourselves what we are coming to talk about, and I'm wondering if you have really thought about how well you are living and its impact on your life now and the very near future. And I'm not in the perfect position to discuss this, but I guess somebody is very well positioned to do that. And I don't have anybody less than my own friend and our own consultant who have helped us severally on this topic. And we are talking about one and only Dr. Na Adoko Soji Tete. So please join me in a few minutes as I introduce her formally to you. She'll tell you who she is and what she does, and you'll be surprised that we didn't choose any ordinary person to talk on this subject, than the right person. Thank you so much. We'll be right back. The topic we are discussing today is your health and your wealth. I'm wondering if you are one of us who is thinking, what does this mean? All over the world, let me say, be it old or young or whoever you are, it is important to take control of your health. Ultimately, that will determine how far you would create your wealth. So like I said in my intro, let me gladly introduce to us Dr. Soji Tete, who is here with me. She'll tell us briefly who she is and what she does, and then we can go deep into the conversation. Doc, you are welcome.
Thank you very much for having me. My name is Dr. Naadoko Soji Tete. I am a medical doctor and a physiologist. I work with Reach Health Consults. We design and implement workplace preventive health programs, and I also teach physiology in a couple of private medical schools in Accra. Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you so much for coming. So viewers, you can see we have an able person to discuss this awesome topic. So your health and your wealth. So let me start by saying that no matter who you are, how far you have gone in life, no matter your location in life, your status or whatever, Doc, I think nobody can do away with the topic of your health and how it should relate to your wealth. So to start with, what is your general impression about how we are living in Ghana, and for that matter, Accra especially?
Thank you very much. The stressful life in Accra.
I know.
Anyway, so once again, thanks for having me. You know, when we say that your health is your wealth, it's real and it's true. Okay. Your health really is your greatest resource. Wow. Because whatever you do, wherever you go, whatever you are able to achieve is dependent directly or indirectly, partially or otherwise on your health in one way or the other. So as for your health, it really is your wealth. Without which you can do absolutely nothing. Wow. Yes, in Accra, there seems to be a lot of stress these days, especially with you in the financial sector, with the interesting things we've talked about, you know, right now. I would say that we could do better. Okay. There are some who are doing well, but we really could do better with our health. And that is why programs like this one are important.
So we are grateful for your presence here, and I'm sure viewers, you are going to learn a lot. Take your notes, take your pens, give us the questions, and if there is any feedback we want to know. The most important thing for us is, even at InvestCorp, we go beyond just your financial freedom. We look at how you can relate that to living long and enjoying whatever that you might have worked for. So Doc, let's zoom further. If you say somebody is living well and a good health, what is the balance?
Okay, good. It's good that you use the word balance because it is important to be balanced. You see, the WHO many decades ago defined health as not just the absence of ill health, but the presence of good emotional, psychological well-being, you know, in every way. It's a holistic thing. Wow. It's not one thing, you know, without the other. The spiritual aspect is important, your emotional aspect is important, your financial aspect is important, because it all comes together to make you who you are and to, you know, it has an impact on your productivity. When we say that somebody has good health, it does not mean that if you have some aspect of your health that is not optimum, you cannot lead a good life or you cannot lead a relatively healthy life. Because medical science has advanced a lot and we are able to control a lot of diseases in a way as to make people productive and effective at what they do.
That's very interesting. So I was surprised your explanation delved into other aspects of things that we did not really consider to be health managed consciousness. So for instance, when you mentioned about finance, the spirituality, I was really surprised. But I pick inspiration from the fact that we should not only look at the fact that you are not well. You can have money, you can be working all right, but there might be something wrong with you. So for viewers, we specifically designed this particular program targeted at people who I would say are from 25 years and above. Whether you are working, you are not working, whether you are formal or informal sector, what it is that, like we have rightly said, the most important asset you have in your life is good health. So Doc, I would want to ask, what do you think are some of the common health issues or diseases that for us above 25 years we commonly, as it were, face?
Okay, thank you very much for that question. You see, it's the best way to answer that question really is to look at it in different compartments.
Okay.
People who are 25 years old are people who are, working usually, okay? People who are
very agile, strong, energy,
young people, yes. So if we look at farmers, for example, we have a large proportion of our population who are farmers. If we look at our farmers, for example, what goes on there? They use their physical energy quite a bit. And that has its protective, sides, because doing so much manual labor actually exercises your body. Yes, and that is good. So you'll see that we have very little obesity, which is one of the number one problems in the world right now as far as health is concerned. We have very little obesity with our farmers. Not to mention, yes, because of the regular activity that they have, and that is good. On the other hand, with our farming these days, there are a lot of chemicals that are applied. And some of the chemicals are so harsh and so bad for the health that people need to robe in full personal protective equipment before they can even apply. And you know how we are. We do not really like protective equipment. You'll see our farmers applying these things, sometimes mixing with their bare hands. You see a whole bucket full of something they pour in and put their hand in and mix, exposing themselves to chemicals which have deleterious effects. So we are getting more and more of problems that are linked to modernization of certain practices that we've had for many years. We take another compartment, let's say factory workers. All right, so you have factory workers, once again, depending on what they're doing, it might be that they get exposed to harmful chemicals, and some of these chemicals have been found to be carcinogenic, cancer-causing, compounds. And the difficulty, especially in our environment, is that because the effects, the bad effects of these things don't show immediately, people don't believe you when you tell them that, hey, it's dangerous to get exposed to these things. Another thing is the heavy machinery. I tell you, if you see a 25-year-old man whose arm has been chopped off by heavy equipment, in a factory, you will never forget it. It stays with you forever. When you see that kind of thing in an emergency,
you guys see a lot of things.
This, this is somebody who uses his body to work. And that part is gone. It's very difficult. So there are all kinds of different things for you as sedentary people in the financial sector. The difficulties and the challenges are there. You belong to the category that are called sedentary workers. You sit down
most of
a
the
lot.
time.
Yes, and that has bad effects on your body, because the body is actually a moving machine. You're supposed to work it. Sitting at one place all the time has deleterious effects. One, you retain a lot of your calories, so you are prone to obesity. You are prone to cardiac problems.
Cardiac?
Yes.
Wow.
To development of cardiac problems because you do not, challenge your hearts and your blood vessels.
The interesting thing lately is that our offices are all enclosed. You have air conditions. You just walk in and you just go to the washroom.
Yes, and the enclosures very often have an effect on our respiratory system also. So you see that after a long period, a long working life, we have the sedentary workers developing all kinds of
would you say that
problems.
has resulted in this high blood pressure and some lifestyle issues? Because once you are not exercising enough, you sit there, they bring you the food, you eat, you digest, you don't get it, like all those things. Because most of our friends now, you see, are experiencing some of these lifestyle issues. So
you can see them getting larger and larger, and more of them
is a blessing.
Getting diagnosed with hypertension. Yes, what you say is true. What you say is true, and that is why the time has come for people to conscientiously incorporate physical activity into what they do. The interesting thing is that, physical activity, social involvement, events and things have a good effect on our health. Yes, not just because we move our bodies, but because there's a lot of stress that is dissipated when we, meet people and interact and so on.
Thank you so much, Doc. I'm enjoying the discussion. In fact, I thought I knew a lot, but I'm getting to know more from the interactions we have. So let's take the discussion a bit further. All the discussions we've had so far points to the fact it looks like the kind of job I am doing, which is investment, where you are thinking of how to properly plan for your life in the very near future. So now that you have the energy to work, you have to be careful what resources you are putting aside. So when we're talking about our lifestyle in terms of our health, so it means that if you are in a factory, you are working, you should be careful. If you are sitting down in the office for a long time, you should be careful. So I relate to the fact that whatever we are putting in now, either as a lifestyle or monetary benefit for investment, we have a long way to determine how we can be wealthy in terms of health and in terms of finance in the very near future. So would you want to share some insights of some of the common diseases that you think that for over the past few years is causing people to spend more, especially when they retire?
The body changes as one is aging.
Okay.
The body changes with time. There's no running away from it. As long as you're alive, your body is aging and it's changing slowly. It changes right from the skin, through your endocrine functions. And with women, the biggest thing is menopause, and we know it, and all the issues that go with it. The female hormones are actually protective. So when they go away, we have cardiovascular risks that occur, all the way through to your internal organs like the heart. So everything changes with time.
So with age, you see changes, whether you like it or not.
Yes. The good thing is that in the absence of disease, the changes are gradual and your organs are able to meet your metabolic needs. And that is one of the reasons why preventive health is so important. It's possible to prevent disease in such a way as to be able to have good health in your old age. The other side of it is that, yes, disease can be diagnosed, could be hypertension, could be diabetes or whatever, but with proper management, the complications can be prevented. So when you prevent the complications, then it's actually less expensive to manage your illness. So we like to stress on that a lot when we are talking about diseases that are associated with aging. So you have diabetes, you can live with it for years on end without the complications like your eye complications, complications with your nerves, which could eventually lead to, amputating people's legs and things, and you can live nicely into your...
When you were speaking, I was just cautious of the words you chose. You spoke about old age, you spoke about disease being managed, especially in our kind of world. So it means that if you are listening to me and you are watching me, this is the best time for you to ask yourself that the kind of lifestyle that you choose to be living now, how prepared are you in the very near future should you fall sick? This is the time I'm putting to you that you have an opportunity from 25 years. And let me shock you, do you know if you can even save a minimum of 89 Ghana cedis from now at 25, for the next couple of years, up to 35 years, you would have 1 million Ghana cedis? I know you're surprised, yes. And if you are 30, you just need to do 180, and then it goes on like that. So it's the best time, like Doc said, you are working, a time will come, you'll be tired. Ask yourself, in that moment, where is the support going to come from? You are not going to be strong forever. You are not going to be young forever. The energy you are using, reduce and check your lifestyle expenditures. The excess meat, the excess chibums, the excess egg, the excess lifestyle that does not help. You could cut down on your data. You could cut down on your party. Prepare for the future today. There is no better time, because whether you like it or not, the future is as close as you think than ever before. So the point is that look at your age, put something aside. A minimum of 100 cedis a month can go a long way to change your future and give you that dream healthcare in the future that you are looking at. So Doc, I would want us to quickly see if you can end. It's been an interesting discussion, so I want you to help us with an advice for our folks listening to us, especially those of us from 25 years and above. Let us know what we can keep in ourselves and how we can prepare well to have a healthy and a wealthy lifestyle.
Okay, thank you. Preventive health is very simple. It's simply a matter of what you eat, what you do, where you go, and things like that. We just have to be extremely mindful of everything that we do. You know, people are very quick to tell us that our ancestors used to eat little meat because they were poor. It's not because they were poor, it's because they were scientists. Wow. They were the first scientists, and they knew that too much meat, it's not good. Look at how we've gone round with the Western diet and we've ended up at the same position that too much meat is not good. It's not because of poverty. It's because that is the right thing to do. Our ancestors used to walk a lot. Walking is exercise, and it's fantastic exercise. They used to dance a lot. There's nothing like Agbaja, and it takes away so much stress. Wow. You know, as you're exercising, you're taking away the stress, you're getting good health benefits in every way. So let's be mindful, and let us not belittle what we were bequeathed with. Let's be mindful of what we do. Really, good habits pay. You smoke, and there's no doubt about the fact that you're exposing yourself to, you know, an increased incidence of lung cancer. It's as simple as that. You don't smoke and you're better off. So what we do is important. Where we go, sometimes we talk about social investment, you know, appearing for the outdooring. It's nice to do that. Your yes, and your nephews and your nieces and family get to know you. In your old age, they visit you. That is good investment. It makes the mind, you know, healthy. There's so little incidence of minds going bad in this part of the world. It's partially because of the social investments that we have. So let's be mindful of what we do. Let's relieve stress in the way that we do locally. It works. Let's eat like our predecessors did. It works. Let's be active like they were. It works.
Thank you so much, Doc. Thank you. We are very grateful. So everything I picked from the concluding part of our discussion is moderation. We should exercise, and then the same thing like you said. So like I said to us viewers, this is the second in a series of our investment clinic, a financial literacy platform to empower you to prepare better for the future. In the first episode, we spoke about retirement 360, and this time we just spoke about how important you should take care of your health, leading to your wealth. If you want to contact us and know more about all investment packages we have short, medium, and long term, no matter who you are, where you are, we have a package designed for you. You can just simply dial *789 *710 hash. Again, *789 *710 hash. This code works on all phones, whether it's a YAM or a smartphone. Or better still, you can contact us 0302 509045. And I know most of you are tech savvy, so we have a WhatsApp line on the go. Just drop a chat, you hear from us. Our WhatsApp number is 0501 556 6870. I take the WhatsApp line again. I'm sure I can see you are taking your phone and writing that important WhatsApp number 0501 556 6870. So at InvestCorp, we help you build your wealth whilst you are focusing on your health. So to I see you again, thank you so much to the team at Kalira Interiors. They are located at North Jolu near Fiesta Royal Hotel. You can see the ambience that we have here. The set is very beautiful. Thank you so much. Contact them on 0551 099 372. And what do we say to our doctor and our guests? We are grateful. God bless you. So we'll see you again next time on Investment Clinic. Bye-bye.
To me, being a woman is a blessing and an honor. Women are loving, supportive, warm, compassionate, and vulnerable towards those they love in their lives without feeling weak for doing so. As women, we strive for our goal, even in the face of adversities we may encounter along the way. A large part of this is achieved by we identifying our God-given purpose in life, being real, and truthful to ourselves. Let us help each other. Let us be there for each other. And let's make this world a peaceful one to live in as women.
Judicious, ambitious, expressive, attentive, caring, hardworking, exceptional are a few words I would use to describe the average woman. As a woman, I'm passionate about justice being served and being a voice to the voiceless. I value work-life balance and financial independence, and I appreciate all women who do this with ease. You are the real deal.
Women see and find value in everything. Women have proven to be key to the sustainable development and the quality of life in the society. As a woman, I value family.
What I'm passionate about is women uplifting other women. I wish to live in a world where women support each other to be a better version of themselves. When you admire something about another woman, tell her, let's cultivate the habit of lifting each other up.
As a woman, it's very important to me to be myself at all times. So that is what I am very passionate about, to be myself. The ability to do things without thinking about what other people think or what other people would say. Secondly, I'm also very passionate about being less critical of myself and other women. I believe as women, we need to hold each other up at all times. Finally, I'm very passionate about finding the balance. I believe as women, we juggle too much, and sometimes it's just best to let some things go.
Today is dedicated to celebrating the achievements of women in social, cultural, and political fields. Quoting Michelle Obama, there is no limit to what we as women can accomplish. International Women's Day should be considered a day where everyone acknowledges the values and importance of women in our lives and all around the world. Breaking the bias, equal opportunities. We can do this.
This year, the theme for International Women's Day is breaking the bias. For me, this simply means stepping away from the barriers that have held us back as women and living the lives we envision. Referencing Sally Krawczyk, the best decision you can take as a woman is to invest, because doing so allows you to take charge of your life, whether it's your education, career, or family, with the wealth you create. I welcome you to the opportunity to be part of a network of strong women, to make an impact in the lives of other women, to rediscover yourself, and to simply be you. Welcome to the InvestCorp W Suite. My team and I are here to assist you to take that step to challenge yourself to starting or continuing your investment journey. Let's do this together.
Happy International Women's Day, breaking the bias.